So we are, as you can see, a little bit cold still, waiting for the truck to warm up a little bit. But we're heading down to Matheson today. We're going to go and check our mail and see what the road looks like to the property. So you guys are coming with us for the drive. So we have made it back to the entrance to the road, and there's the road sign. So that's kind of something. We've actually discovered that someone else is parked here. It looks like they probably are out on snowmobiles. Um, and we just wanted to sort of see how far down the road went, but I'll give you some shots of that. Oops.
Okay.
Yeah. So we took a walk down the road. We were 4.7 kilometers away from the entrance. The snow is still pretty deep, but so I mean, really not passable by a vehicle unless you have a snowmobile, obviously, because that's what's being down here. We're walking okay, but I mean, like I keep sinking in because that's what happens to me. But quick view of the surroundings is really absolutely beautiful and quiet, and watch out for the bears. But it's really gorgeous here. We'll do some more shots and then we'll meet you back at the truck. we're just coming into the little town of Matheson from the northeast, so from our property, where our property is. And we've got to go to the post office, so you'll see us driving into the heart of the the town, I guess. It's not very big. Population is 3,500 people. It's a bit clearer than it was last time we were here because there's been quite a lot of snow melting, so it has not made the roads improve. And that's the post office there on the left. We'll go and go around the block and come back and park. And this building is actually the fire department, as you can see. So we just came out of the post office, and the cool thing is that Lil, who's the postmistress, I guess for lack of a better term, completely remembered who we were. Didn't remember our names, but remembered which post box she had assigned for us and had our keys, so that's great. So we don't really have any other business in here today, but we are going to just drive down the main road where most of the businesses are. So there's a laundromat just on the right here, which you probably can't see, a diner, bookkeeping, a little Fresh Mart, and some other little stores. There's a pharmacy and a home hardware and a Chinese restaurant, which is pretty cool. Home hardware is pretty big, but really there's not much. I mean, there's only like I said, 3,500 population in this town. There is a hospital, which we're not going to go to today. As I said, we don't really have much other business in town today. Just the building that you're looking at right now is the train station, which is not used very often, apparently. But yeah, it's this is the town of Matheson. It is pretty small, and as I mentioned, the workers are still on strike, so they have a setup over there. And now we're going to head back to the camper, which is an hour away. We're not going to bore you with that drive, but that's the town of Matheson, or the downtown core, I guess. But yeah, and that's it, folks. Hey guys, so we're back from our trip to Matheson today. Mm-hmm. It was relatively uneventful, but you know, we walked probably about half a kilometer actually. Yeah. Down from the entrance there. It wasn't bad, but the snow is still pretty darn thick.
Yeah. It's more just, I mean, it's not deep particularly, but it's packed.
Yeah.
now, so it's
Well, it wasn't deep for you because you weren't sinking in. I don't know why.
sometimes it depends where you were walking on the way back.
But it was like probably like just beyond sort of ankle deep in places. But I mean, like, and that was going where the snowmobiles had been. So,
but I mean, it would be driving.
Driving would be pretty much a nightmare. The truck would just sink in. But anyway, so we did get closer. So we're 500 feet, 500 meters closer than we were last time, which is kind of cool. So it was kind of nice to sort of see some of the terrain and just hang out for a couple of minutes in the woods, going through the town and getting our postbox keys, which was really cool. And I mean, you've seen all of that, so not much ready to report, but we remain optimistic that the weather will continue to improve. Actually supposed to get rain this week, so that'll be interesting. And we will probably make another trip down there quite soon. But thank you guys all for your support. Also, the heat is working great. We've had to do a couple of tweaks since our last video on it, but we really feel that it's solid. So we hope, yeah. But it is nice and warm in here. Just t-shirt is comfortable. So please remember to subscribe if you haven't already. It really does help us if you engage with our posts, both here on YouTube as well as on Facebook and Instagram, because it helps those algorithms to sort of put our I say product, but it's not product. Our story, our posts out there for other people to discover. And please remember to share it with your friends as well. We really do appreciate all of your love and support and your messages. And until the next video,